Kindness is a virtue, and it's one of the essential things in life. It shows other people that you care about them and takes away some of the pain and suffering they may be feeling. So today, we will show you incredible displays of kindness which helps make the world a better place. Watch this video until the end to restore your faith in humanity. An old lady celebrated her birthday in a restaurant all by herself. But then, the best of human behavior was shown as the staff and all the other customers started celebrating with her, because no one should be alone on their birthday. When this man spotted a baby goat in the forest, he decided to call it over for some tasty snacks. But what he didn't know was that the goat also had a tiny friend as company. While everyone else was quick to escape their homes when a massive flood hit their village, these kind people were not going to forget about all the stray animals in the area. They quickly brought some food and got on a boat to rescue the poor creatures stranded on rooftops. When this man fell asleep on the subway and kept hitting his head on the chair, the man sitting behind him showed amazing kindness by placing his hand on the railing so he wouldn't get hurt. The kind man held his hand there for over 10 minutes to support his head, a true random act of kindness that shows there are still good people left in this world. These HVAC contractors provided excellent customer service at this home, to say the least, as one of them saved this 1-year-old boy from falling on his head. Just watch how he dives to catch the young boy at the very last second before hitting the concrete floor. When a tortoise found itself in the middle of a busy intersection, everyone ignored it and drove past. But then, this kind-hearted man decided to run out of his car and save the poor animal by carrying it back to his vehicle and driving it to a safer location nearby. When a man sitting by the bar at a restaurant suddenly started choking, a quick-thinking and heroic bartender instantly ran over to him and performed the Heimlich maneuver, saving his life. During a massive flood in the Philippines, over 40 villagers came together to move their neighbor's entire stilted house to avoid destruction. This just shows the incredible things we as humans can accomplish when we work together to do something kind for those in need. This anxious cow was standing for several minutes at a zebra crossing, not daring to cross the road. That's when a random pedestrian decided to help the animal by comforting and cheering it on. It's not just humans who can be kind to each other. Animals can also show empathy to each other as well in a variety of ways. Like this baby chicken supporting a tired puppy who's falling asleep. When one of this mother's sons tragically died in a car accident, she decided to donate his heart and save a stranger's life. Now, after 3 years, she finally meets the man her son saved and hears her son's heartbeat for the first time, keeping this man alive.
It definitely sounds like it belongs there.
As a thank you, the transplant recipient gave the mother a teddy bear, which plays the son's heartbeat when pressed. Now she will always have her son's beautiful heart by her side.
That's awesome.
You're gonna listen to his heart all the time.
Yep, every night.
This baby elephant was stuck in roadside mud and had probably been there for several hours, unable to get itself free on its own. But luckily, the elephant met the right people who chose to stop and help free the poor animal.
โอ้ดินดูดโอ้ตามไปเร็วมาเร็วมาโอ้
Watch how the baby elephant says thank you to the woman in his own way before moving on to be reunited with its family. Barcelona and Manchester City faced off in a football match to raise money for a foundation whose goal is to improve the quality of life for ALS patients. While the other players went straight back to the locker rooms after the game, players Araujo and Pedri decided to show respect by stopping to talk with some of the people suffering with ALS instead. A Chinese artist wanted to pay tribute to his grandmother in heaven after her passing and created this amazing 500-meter ladder into the sky with fireworks. The incredible sky ladder is made from metal wire and aluminum, filled with gunpowder, which is suspended from a hot air balloon, representing a stairway to heaven. In many parts of the world, people give up on dogs that become disabled, but thanks to this animal shelter in Thailand, they get a second chance at life where they can run around and play just like they were meant to. Most of these stray dogs were crippled from traffic accidents, but they can now run freely again thanks to these wonderful people who spend their days making their lives as happy as possible.
You guys okay, or are you in trouble? Okay, stand by, we're getting you.
These fishermen were doing their usual fishing trip for the day when they suddenly saw two women screaming in distress. They had been swept out to sea and were in desperate need of help, trying to keep their head above water with the very last strength in their body.
Easy.
Miraculously, the fishermen were in the right place at the right time and were able to save the women's lives. Not all heroes wear capes, while some wear their capes in the front to catch poor cats stuck in trees. Take a look at how an honorable stranger saves a blind man from walking straight into an oncoming train. While most of us spend our free time laying on the couch, this man spends it making the world a better place by planting trees. His name is Antoine Moses, and he holds the world record for planting the most trees in a day. A dog is not considered just a pet. Sometimes they're also a part of our family. So when this woman was crying to herself, her dog came forward and comforted her as a family member should. This Lamborghini owner saw a car enthusiast boy trying to look inside of his car, but instead of getting mad at him, he was kind enough to open the car door for him and let him look inside.
Thank you. Grazie.
This Uber driver pulled over to save 3 ducklings from crossing the road and reunited them with their mother. Now this is truly 5-star service. During a random downpour, this driver captured a beautiful random act of kindness on his dash cam as another driver in front of him jumped out of his car to share an umbrella with a couple and a woman in a wheelchair. The driver of this car was experiencing a seizure and wasn't able to brake, causing the vehicle to speed down the motorway uncontrollably. As the situation became more and more dangerous, another man decided to use his car to stop the vehicle and save the driver's life. When a massive fire broke out in an apartment, a woman found herself trapped inside. As the fire quickly spread, she had no other choice than to lean out of her window to be able to breathe. That's when these 2 heroic neighbors heard her screams for help and saved her life just in time. When a disoriented man fell in the middle of the street during the night, he was lucky that a kind driver saw him and was willing to help him out of danger. This police officer thought he was done being hero for the day, but that wasn't the case. As he walks out of the elevator towards his apartment, a dog follows him out, but not the owner. Then, the elevator doors quickly close and the leash gets stuck. But look who comes to the rescue at the very last second. A former pro wrestler who's been beaten up by the biggest men in the world has gone 65 years without seeing the full spectrum of colors. But today, he's finally gonna see the true beauty of life as he's given Enchroma glasses by his family. At first he claims that he won't get emotional, but that changes when he tries his new glasses on for the first time ever.
That's green.
Good timing and a little bit of planning brought together two Vietnam veterans who haven't seen each other since they were side by side on the battlefield. They both happened to visit a town at the same time and decided to reunite for the first time after more than 50 years. They have both saved each other's lives and gone through many tough times together, but thanks to them having each other, they are still alive with successful careers, children, and grandchildren of their own. During the extremely hot weather in Kuwait, this stray cat was desperately trying to escape it, and was very lucky to find this kind-hearted man who let the cat inside his store to cool down. When it comes to children, even intimidating-looking soldiers can be gentle and kind. These medical staff stopped what they were doing to line the walls of a hospital in Idaho, joining the family and friends in a powerful show of respect for an organ donor. The stereotype of cats being evil, mean, and independent are over-exaggerated. Even if it may be more difficult to bond with cats than dogs, they can still be very affectionate, just like this cat comforting a sad girl. During the Horse Guards parade ahead of the Queen's official 90th birthday, one of the Royal Guards collapsed due to heat stroke, but thankfully the other guards were quick to carry him away and get him the help he needs. Have you ever done or received an act of kindness? Let us know all about it in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.